letting everybody get on. Oh, Nan's had an interesting day. Jessica, Bonnie, Joanne. Truly don't. Okay, don't do it from there. Oh, you can't hear. Oh, you can't hear. Okay. Hi, Denise and Cheryl. Boy, we got Tanya. Let's see. Are we live on YouTube, Dave?
Oh, it looks like we
Kathy.
are. Hey, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Hi. Oh, I don't know how to spell.
I don't know how to say it. Lamilla, Catherine. Yeah, that's a hard one for me. Tricia, Phillips, Bonnie. Alrighty. Well, I think we've got everybody started getting on here.
Hold on.
I'm going to start out with giving the announcement that we're having a little bit of trouble with our website. And you want to wait for me to call you when it's time to do this? Because we might be a minute, okay? Or do you want to wait? You can wait. We're having a little bit of trouble with our website. Michael and Tara wanted me to let you know that the contact page, people are having trouble trying to do the contact page. So be patient. Michael's working on getting it fixed and everything. And so I wanted to get that up right away. Let's see. Hi, everybody. I see you telling me hi. How are you guys tonight? Oh, wow, we got you from all over. Amy and Jessica and Simone and let's see, Barb. Hi, Barb. You'll be coming out here pretty soon, won't you? Peggy. Jamie's on, thank goodness. Jamie said, almost happy birthday to you. It's Jack's birthday this week. Hi, guys. I've just lost Dave, my computer guy, so I'm going to go ahead and start. Can you do something? It's going to be just a minute. Yes, you can tell him something.
So my birthday is actually on Friday.
Mm-hmm. He's got a birthday Friday, and Dave's birthday is on Sunday, and their grandpa's birthday is on Saturday. So we're going to have a big celebration this weekend.
And mine's on a stream week.
It is on a stream
day.
week. Maybe you'll get a happy birthday from everybody on live stream that night, you think? Huh? I bet you will. Okay, tonight we're going to hit the beverage section of our book. Here, Dining on a Dime. So you can all see. And I'm going to just highlight a few things. We're going to make an Orange Julius, and I might go over once again how to make iced tea. Just real quick so everybody can know how to do that, and give you a couple of other ideas from the book on beverages. Since it's summer, it was so hot yesterday, and I thought these would give you some really cool ideas. Do you want to do the Orange Julius first?
This?
Yeah, we can start with this. So, Dave, is the camera down where we need it? First of all, it's in the book on page, let's see here. Whoops, I just lost it. Jack. We call it the creamy orange shake, and it's on page 39. But it's really the Orange Julius recipe. And we're just going to use orange juice tonight, but you can do it with a lot of, you can add bananas or
exotic flavors.
Yeah, different flavors to it if you want to. But I really like to keep it simple, just the plain old Orange Julius. All right, Jack. First of all, I got milk already in here, and if you want to put the orange juice in there, let's get a spoon, see if that'll help a little bit. Okay, go ahead and pour it in. And this here is...
Whoops.
Nan thought, I should wear an apron tonight, and I didn't. If you knew what's been going on this week, you guys would just... Well, I'll tell you about it in just a second. As soon as I get this milk cleaned up. So, this was just milk. Now you see where Tara gets it from. This is milk, and we just put orange juice concentrate. And then, let's see here. Get a dish right out. And so the recipe's, like I said, in the book. I think it's on the website too, if I'm not mistaken. And then you add sugar. Can you put that in? There you go.
This is starting to get higher.
And then
Ooh.
I'm going to put like a little bit of vanilla. This is so yummy. Well, if you've had Orange Julius, you know how good it is. And then I think I'll put the ice in next, Jack. Let Nan do that, okay? Because that'll plop too. And it might be easier. You want to go around and...
Can I get the dog?
Yeah, you can let Buster in. We have had... We've had a week. We've had an interesting week, to say the least. And it just getting better and better. Okay, you want to pour the water in?
Sure.
Okay, so we've got, what, five ingredients? Now, the recipe in the book calls for ice cream. I don't usually do the ice cream, but you can add ice cream to this if you want. And I use the stick blender, but you can do it just as easy in a regular blender. Okay, here we go. It's now going to splatter everywhere. Think it's going to be good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's it. Sounds like it's about done. I think it's done. You can add, more ice, less ice, whatever you want to these to make it thicker. And like I said, you can add the ice cream or anything. Okay, here's the true test. What do you think? What's that bad?
So good.
So good. You love it? Oh, good. Now this is a large, this could serve 2 to 3 people. And the recipe in the book calls for 4 people, but I just did it in here to make it easier with the stick blender. Now, you want to tell them real quick what you did this morning for breakfast? What did you do this morning, for breakfast, learn to make?
I learned to make scrambled eggs.
And what else did you learn when making the scrambled eggs? How do you crack the eggs?
Hit it on the counter instead of on the side of the bowl.
Very good. When you make scrambled eggs or you crack an egg, I used to always hit it on the side of the bowl, and I inevitably get a little shell or something like that in there. If you guys have questions, yeah, Stephanie, your grandkids would love this. I'm sorry, Dave just disappeared on me. I have no idea where he went, but he disappeared, and so I cannot do the questions. And Tara and Mike aren't on here, so Jack and Jill. Michelle said Jack and Jill. We're Jack and Jill, aren't we? So I can't do like 20 things at one time like Tara can. And I just lost my train of thought. What was Nan saying? When you crack the egg, if you crack it on the counter instead of the edge of the bowl or a cup or something, it will break without leaving all little shells in there. It works probably 99% of the time. You don't get the shells in there. So I like to crack the eggs like that. So you learned that this morning, didn't you? When I said we've had a week, besides doing the scrambled eggs, we had French toast today. And we spent 15 minutes trying to find powdered sugar, trying to find the syrup just to do the French toast. We finally found the syrup, and the powdered sugar, and as I was pulling the bag out of Tara's cabinet, I hope she's not listening, it dumped a huge pile. The bag wasn't closed. Dumped powdered sugar all over the countertop or the cabinet shelf. It fell down into the toaster, all over everything that was on the counter. Nan got it everywhere, didn't she? And then I brought it over here to sprinkle a little bit on Jack's French toast. And when I got it over here, I started to carefully pour it out of the bag and put, like a teaspoon or something full on his French toast. The bag tilted, dumped this huge pile, about a quarter of a cup, and Dave comes strolling in, and he said, "Man, Nan, are you trying to give Jack a stroke or something?" But anyway, so we've had an interesting day so far. Any questions, Dave, since you just got here? Oh, I will.
Let me check. Sorry, guys.
Let us check the comments real quick, guys, and see what we got going here.
Denise says that color looks nice on you.
Thank you. I was going to tell you in a little bit. This is one of my favorite tops because I love polka dot and I like orange, and it's really cool. So I really like this little top. And I was going to tell you some of my thrift thrift store finds in a little bit, but I got this one for 99 cents at the thrift store, and I was really excited about it. Then I got the jeans for 99 cents too, so my whole outfit cost me just 99 cents. And I think my tank under it was either 75 or 99 cents. I can't remember on it. Yes, powdered sugar nightmares, Stephanie, that's for sure. That powdered sugar ended up from one end of the kitchen to the other. All the cabinets was covered with powdered sugar. The table was covered with powdered sugar, and I had it all over the island. I don't know what we were doing this morning, but
do you want Jamie to come over and help moderate?
we'll have to see. Tar and Mike had an appointment. We don't know anything more about BJ yet. They had a later appointment today at Mayo, and they were afraid they might not make it for the live stream. So Jamie, we might figure out when their appointment's going to be on Wednesday and everything, and I'll maybe give you a call and see what we can do. That's a really good idea. Hi Kim, I am sorry I am not able to pop back and forth between the two places and everything and see everything that's happening. Everybody's saying hi to Jack, hi to you. Okay, right now I'm going to show you real quick. Yeah. If you find one, you can. Yes. There they are. Okay. I'm going to do some iced tea really quick. People spend so much money on buying bottled iced tea or going to convenience stores to get iced tea nowadays. When I was growing up, unless you went to a restaurant, you never bought, tea. You just made it at home. And it's really simple to do, and it can save you tons and tons of money. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yeah, I was going to give you a couple more ideas on my thrift store finds at the end as soon as we get done a little bit. And if we have time, I'll give you a couple tonight. So it's really simple. I've got 3 regular tea bags. Sometimes I will take 2 regular tea bags and maybe a peach tea bag or a raspberry tea bag, just something like that. Oh, what is he drinking? Jack is drinking the Orange Julius I just made, and it's in the book in Dining on a Dime on page 39, and I think we've got it on the website. I don't know if, go to livingonadime.com and then type in search creamy orange shake is what they're calling it. It's more like an Orange Julius. But it's really cool. And you got to be careful drinking this because it's one of those drinks that can give you a brain freeze. So anyway, use peach, use a raspberry bag with 2 regulars, and it adds just a little hint of flavor to it that people can't always tell what it is. Which one? We make Orange Julius at junior high, home ec. I know that's, we don't have home ec in our schools anymore. But this would be a really good thing to do in home ec. So you drop the tea bags in, and then I've always drank my iced tea with sugar. I'm not from the South, but I didn't even know for years that you didn't drink iced tea without sugar. But anyway, you can add as much or less sugar as you want to it. So I just put the sugar in. Now what I'm going to do right now is a little bit different. I'm taking boiling water, and I'm going to pour it. Let's see. Is a camera down? I want Dave. Oh, Dave. Oh, Dave's in the other room. Okay. So we're on our own again, Jack. Someone what?
Katie Joe something.
Oh.
Is
Katie
asking
Joe?
what's for dinner.
What's for dinner? Well, I don't know. Probably pizza. We've been having pizza. That's all they want, or ramen noodles. So what I wanted to show you on the tea, I didn't fill this up with a whole quart or 2 quarts of boiling hot water. I just put enough boiling water in here to steep the tea bags. And then to steep the tea bags. And then I'll add cold water to the rest of it after it steeps. You don't have to put all boiling water in here. Another thing is a lot of people make the simple syrup and put in here, or make simple syrup to put in their iced tea because it helps the sugar dissolve. By putting the sugar in with the tea bags and the boiling water, that just makes an automatic simple syrup, and the sugar all dissolves. So it just saves you an extra step in the tea making like that. And once I saw a gal, and I've seen people do this all the time. They take a pan like this, fill it full of water, and get the water boiling. Then they put the tea bags in, and then they put the sugar or whatever they're going to use in, and then they'll pour it into a pitcher. So when it's all said and done, now they've got this pan to wash and a pitcher. So just pour the hot water in here, and you don't have that extra step. Oh, living on a dime is on here. Thank goodness you guys are on here. Jack, are you done with school? Sandy wants to know. You are, aren't you? So then I'll just let this sit.
No, it's Patricia.
Who was it? Was it Patricia? Oh, yeah, sorry, Patricia. Yeah, pizza. They've been eating pizza just right and left. Don't tell their mom.
Sorry, that living on a dime is me, not mom and dad.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I can call them and see if they can.
No, that's fine. They may still be at the doctor's appointment, Dave. So, another thing, I only feel if I'm doing a recipe that says, you put 2 quarts of water with your iced tea, I only do 1.5 quarts of water, because then I pour it over ice and that melts it down and it gets it just the right, strength of tea that I want it to be. And one thing too, I do that with Kool-Aid. I get more people asking me for what my recipe is for Kool-Aid. And what I do is I take, let Ann set that back so we won't hit it on the computer. What I do is for Kool-Aid, I take the little packets, is what I buy Kool-Aid in, and I will pour that in.
Oh, Jack's commenting on Jill's account, so if you see Jill, stuff on it from Jill pop up, it's Jack.
Oh, yes, it is Jack. Do you cover your tea to steep it? Yes, I usually do. I've got the lid right here. I just hadn't got it on, so I just put it on there to steep it with the lid. And usually I don't steep it, 5-10 minutes. It just depends on what strength you like to have it. So then for the Kool-Aid, I take the little single packet of Kool-Aid, and I pour it in the pitcher, and I use the packet to measure my sugar, and I put 3 packets of sugar in with the Kool-Aid, and it seems to get just the right amount of sugar. I also only put 1.5 cups of water in it instead of quarts. 1.5 quarts of water in it instead of the 2 quarts. Because water tends to get watered down. What's wrong, Dave?
Bonnie Ingram says one person I know spends $35 a month on McDonald's tea.
On just tea. Oh, that's pretty common. Yeah, people do spend that much on tea, and it's so simple to make it like this. I think if you use just regular old tea, Lipton tea bags, and the sugar, I think I figured up one time it costs less than 5 cents to make 2 quarts. So you compare that to just the cup you buy for what's it going for, $1.50 now, maybe at McDonald's or someplace like that. That's a big savings, a really big savings. And as you can see, it doesn't take much time. But anyway, so I do the Kool-Aid just for 1.5 quarts. And then if you pour it on ice, once again, it doesn't get diluted down or anything. Also, if you're going to make popsicles out of that same Kool-Aid, only use it 1 quart of water. Use half the amount of water it calls for to make popsicles, and it makes the popsicles have a better, richer, stronger flavor. I just thought of something else I was going to tell about the Kool-Aid, Dave. My brain's short-circuited. If I think about it, I'll pop in again and tell you. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you in the Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah, Dave.
Jessica Londo wants to know, could you show us your technique for hand washing dishes in an upcoming video?
I am dying to do that, really. So we're hoping to get me a camera of some sort as soon as I get back so that I can show a few things. As a matter of fact, the last trip I brought all the stuff to do the hand washing dishes on the video, and we didn't get it done because I really want to show people the way I hand wash dishes. I use almost nothing for water, much less than you do in a dishwasher, and it goes really fast and easy. So I really would like to I do dishes a little bit different than most people. As a matter of fact, except for my mom and Tara, I don't think anybody else I've ever seen do it that way. So for the Kool-Aid, another thing I think people like about my Kool-Aid is I never do one package. I do 2 packages and do all the measurements I just told you. And like if you do 2 packages, then you do the 3 quarts of water and the 6 packages of sugar. But I always mix my Kool-Aid. Like I'll put maybe raspberry and a strawberry Kool-Aid together, or I'll put a blueberry with a lemon lime Kool-Aid. I never put 2 of the same kinds of Kool-Aids. I mix and match, and it really gives the Kool-Aid a super good flavor. So let's see, what do we got here? Any more questions, Jack? It's $1 at
really.
McDonald's for tea. So if you think you spend, that's $35, makes total sense. So are you doing all the dishes and work there, or are they? You know what, Louise? They have been so good. I mean, poor Tara, I keep tormenting her, and I said, the living room has stayed clean the whole time they've been gone. Every time I ask them to put a dish in the dishwasher, they just do it automatic. Haven't you? Been doing really good for Nam. I am really proud of them. We finally figured out the ones that are making the house a mess. We think maybe it's Mom and Dad because it has stayed spotless, huh? The whole time they've been gone. So they've been really good. I can't complain.
Can we tell them about the magical gum berry in the floor?
Yes, I will tell them that. I will surely tell them. Let me tell them about this first, and then we'll tell them about the magical gum. So we have a lot of, I was going to tell you real quick, in our book, Dining on a Dime, everybody, we've got a whole section on beverages, like extra rich hot cocoa mix, hot cocoa, Mexican hot chocolate, orange cinnamon coffee, spiced tea, double berry. That's another thing I forgot to tell you. Sometimes before you pour, if you don't have like a peach or raspberry tea bag to put in there, before you pour the hot water in, take a scoop of raspberry, peach jelly or seedless jam and whisk it into the hot water, and it gives a light flavor too. We got wassail, and of course we got our iced tea recipe. It's on page 38 that I just gave you. Oh, we've got stuff in here for smoothies too. All kinds of lists for smoothies and things to put in there, just different things. And
No,
what?
what is she talking about?
I don't know. Does Nan make cappuccinos? I don't do cappuccinos.
Elly does.
Elly does, yes. As a matter of fact, that was Ellie's job, so she does them. No, I've never gotten cappuccinos under my belt, so I don't do those. We have things to add into smoothies like oatmeal, wheat germ, bran cereal, flax oil, bee pollen. Okay, guys, I don't know how bee pollen got in there because I don't keep bee pollen in my pantry, but maybe a lot of people do. Maybe when I do my video about us being sick, I'm going to tell you why I'm kind of scared of bee pollen and bee anything, because I had quite an experience with that one time, and I'm not allergic to bees or anything like that. But we've got milkshake. Oh, I love this. On page 42, for you, the guys that have our book, Dining on a Dime, I think it's on the website, Living on a Dime, too. You might check out. It's called Fruit Slush. Yes, Katie Jo, that is a good idea. When your fruit starts getting ripe, cut it up, stick it in the freezer, and you can use them in smoothies, and that works really good. Another thing is this fruit slush thing. It has bananas in it, and I use my bananas a lot in banana bread, banana muffins, and all those types of things, and I'm always looking for something else to do, especially in the summer with those bananas. And with this fruit slush, you use ripe bananas, and it calls for frozen pineapple juice, lemon juice, orange juice, and stuff like that. You mix it all together, put it in a bowl, keep it in the freezer. Then when you want to drink, you just scoop it out.
Joanne is wondering if she orders the cookbook now, then.
I'm not sure. As soon as the contact page is working, Joanne, you need to go ahead and email Tara on the contact page, and she can tell you that for sure. I'm sure they're going to have that contact page up and running before long. So this fruit slush, you keep it frozen. It's one of those things that you can keep on hand for when company pops in. It's really good for when you have a barbecue, and you scoop out a couple of scoops, put in a glass like one of this here glass, and then you pour 7-Up or Sprite over it, and it gives a really cool, refreshing summer drink.
Jack.
Also, I like it too as if you need a dessert in the summer for a barbecue or just a ladies get together or something, and you need a really light, refreshing dessert to go with it. That's really a nice thing. You don't have to use this fruit slush as a drink. You can just use it as a dessert. But we've got like chocolate soda in here, how to make cherry syrup or any other of the syrups you can buy. We show you in the book how to make how to make those different syrups. I'm laughing. We try to put funny things in the book all the time. The one on this page says, "Oh God, help me keep my big mouth shut until I know what I'm talking about." So
Right.
we try to put stuff in there. What, Dave? Did you need?
From this plaque.
Oh, it's from that plaque? Yep, we got this plaque for Tara, and that's what's written on there. So, and here's another one. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and good at making his own breakfast. I thought that was so funny. So anyway, okay, boy, let Nan have the stool if she may, and then we'll tell them about our gum ghost and Buster and all the other funs. Do we have a caramel sauce? Yes, there is a caramel sauce. You know, Jamie, could you it's on Facebook. Maybe I can find it. We've got caramel sauce.
Jamie's on both.
Is she on? If
I
you
think
could look
she
up
is.
the caramel sauce, Jamie, we do have one. I think it's on the website too. Do you need to turn the camera, Dave, or is it okay?
I just turned it.
Oh, okay. We've got the caramel sauce, I think, on the website and in the book both. Oh, thank you, Tracy. We're trying real hard. Jack, your parents are probably so proud of all the help you're providing. They've been really good, super good.
Danny says he also causes bitterness to the tea, which is why people don't like.
Heat does?
Yeah, heat. Like if you're drinking it on a summer day with that ice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So if it's hot, it tastes more bitter.
Then the Piney Woods Homestead Mom says homemade Orange Julius's are the bomb.
Oh, yeah, this homemade Orange Julius is so good.
I like the flavor of those. I tried a bit earlier, but I don't like the texture. I actually did try
Dave
it.
doesn't like ice cream, so he doesn't like creamy stuff, but Jack, well, most people like it. Oh, thank you, Fran. She says the caramel sauce is on page 297 there. Hi, Deborah. Are you new today? We're glad that you're on here. Did you want to go back to your... Oh, yes. I will. Jack's dying for me to tell you about our experiences this week. Okay. We haven't had too many. It's been...
This is like the Mayo issues and stuff.
It's been kind of low. Hi, Liz. Oh, Liz, I was wondering what had happened to you. Thank you, Katie Jo. I appreciate it. That's so sweet of you. But we started out pretty good. The worst we've had was the roast that had thawed in the refrigerator that I told you I found right before I was organizing the refrigerator show where there was blood all over. I got that cleaned up okay. Then we went and, the next couple days later we started smelling things in the refrigerator. Here I'd done the organizing refrigerator, so I didn't think there could be hardly anything in there to smell. But we kept opening it. You know how you get that smell. Finally, I was pawing through the one drawer I hadn't cleaned. It was the cheese drawer. And I'm digging through there, and the next thing I know, this juice is all over my hands, and it was rotten fish juice. The bag hadn't got shut. I didn't see it in there. It splattered all over the cheeses. It was all over my hands. So now I'm thinking, I'm not a germaphobe, but I am afraid of meat. You know, spoiled meat, spoiled fish. I know those can be almost dangerous. So here I am panicking.
Liz loves your shirt.
Oh, thank you, Liz. Thanks. Here I am panicking over this rotten fish juice. I can't touch anything. I'm trying to get the Clorox and get it all cleaned up. It was all over in there. Big old mess. So that was another day. Well, then we had the, the gum experience, the one where the boys...
Jack keeps missing the trash can with
Dave.
gum.
Yeah, he's been
Dave.
chewing quite a bit of gum while Mom and Dad were gone. And he said, Nan, I think there's some gum in the carpet. Of course, it wasn't brown like the carpet or gray. It had to be lime green gum. And I thought I was never going to get that gum out of that carpet. And, well, not just laying on the carpet. they'd rolled the chair over it. So it got nice and smooshed in, into the...
By accident, we didn't know it was actually there until Jack was like, oh.
Yeah, they didn't know. They didn't do it on purpose. It just got run over by the chair. So this stuff had gotten mushed in. So I'm down on all fours getting this cleaned up. This is just an average, thing. We got ready yesterday morning. Yes. Yeah. So we've had 3 gum incidents. Yesterday we were getting ready for church, and Jack said, Nan, I got gum on my sock. First of all, tell them, how do you throw gum away now?
Put it in a piece of paper when you throw away.
Very good. He's learned to put it in a piece of paper. So here was gum all over this sock. I couldn't even deal with that, so I just tossed it.
He accidentally stuck his foot in the trash can while playing on the computer somehow.
Yeah, I stuck his foot in the trash can somehow and got it on. Yes, Ramona, I tried the peanut butter. What I ended up, I thought that would get it, but it didn't get it. So then I tried WD-40, and that really, I had to still work quite a bit, but it did finally come out. Well, then today I went in there, and I just been in 10 minutes earlier. He hadn't chewed any gum today, and there, right in the center of the doorway almost, was a chunk of more lime green gum, and we don't know where it came from, do we?
No.
It was just laying there.
I was chewing gum yesterday, but I threw it away at church.
Yeah. It hadn't been there 10 minutes earlier, so we must have a gum ghost, I guess, running around our house. But then we got to tell you about the worst thing of all. Well, it turned out good, but it was scary at the time. And that was yesterday. After we got home, it was a little bit later in the afternoon, Buster had been in the house all day long.
So
What?
true, Jessica. Never a boring day at the Kellum's house.
I tell you, it's just been one thing after another.
Then Dave strep throat.
Yeah, Nora, I did put ice cubes on it first, but this had gotten really Gorilla tape. Oh, Liz, I might try Gorilla tape next time because I'm sure there's going to be a next time. But anyway, no, I don't think the cat or the dog is getting it because what I found today, they were outside, so they hadn't been anywhere near it. But anyway, I told Jack, I said, let's take Buster for a quick walk because he'd been inside all day.
We haven't brought him out very much, so they decided, let's do different stuff.
Yeah, so we wanted to take him because he was kind of antsy, and we thought it would run off a little energy. So we went, and we were just going to walk down the cul-de-sac. Tara and Mike live on a cul-de-sac, and it was just 2 houses down from their place was all we were going, down to the corner and then back again. And we got down there really safe, didn't we? Mm-hmm. And then we turned around to come back, and we went past the first house on our way back, and out of the corner of my eye, the neighbors across the street, I saw 2 monster huge huskies flying out of their garage and running straight towards Tar and Mike's front porch. Well, I thought this was not good news, and I thought I've got to get Buster scooped up before they see where he's at. And Jack didn't have the leash out very far, probably about 4 feet, no more. And I was trying to run over there to grab Buster up real quick. That fast, those silly dogs were on top of him. And I mean, they were trying to tear him to pieces. And I was getting in them. I know I could have gotten bitten, but I was not going to let Buster get bitten, were we, Jack? I mean, Jack was standing back. He wasn't anywhere near.
Because we have a doctor, and then the pets don't have a very good doctor.
Yeah, so I didn't want him to get tore up, and I was trying to kick both these dogs off of him, and they were chewing on him. What? Oh, and they were chewing on him and trying to get to him, and finally, I tell you, it's like God sends the best neighbors our way. Tar and Mike had brand new neighbors move in just a couple of weeks ago, and they happened to be outside, and he saw what was happening, and he came running over, and he shouted really loud, scared the dogs, and by the time he got there, he was kind of kicking, and it wasn't dog abuse. We had to kick at him to get them away from Buster.
They literally were
biting and clawing on him. And we finally, with that man's help, we got him off of Buster, and I got him home, and I thought, oh my goodness, I just don't know what it was going to be like when I got him home, what I was going to find. And we got him home. Would you believe he didn't have one bite? nothing. I mean, he was shaking, of course. Buster was holding his own, though, wasn't he? He was being very brave and trying to fight back, but he didn't have any bites, nothing. I couldn't believe that he had nothing on him. So what went through my mind as soon as I saw that his, well, you know, Tara's trying to report it, Louise, because they've had a lot of problems with these dogs sitting on their front porch and stuff like that. But
people just let their dogs out, and then when they see that their dogs are like at the door or scratching at the door or something, they let them in.
Yeah, and so it's been really hard, but I would tell you, I was going to get those dogs off of him. But it was interesting because the first thing went to my mind was when I was checking him over, right before they left to leave to go up Mayo, Elly was trimming Buster's eyes, and because he gets hair around his eyes really bad, and she keeps them trimmed up, so she was trimming them for him, and he had a little bit falling down here, and we were laughing. She was joking with me and said, Nan, would you mind putting some mousse on Buster's hair each morning so it'd stand up out of his eyes? And I said, yeah, sure. I'm going to add that to my list of things to do is mousse Buster's hair every morning. But then she went on to say, I'm so sorry, Nan, I didn't get him shaved. I wanted to shave him before I left. And she said, I'm so sorry. And that went through my mind because as I was looking him over, his fur was so thick and curly and bunched up and everything. I think that kind of saved him from getting bitten, you know, worse. Or he could have gotten bitten really bad if it hadn't been for that. And so I wanted to say, you know, sometimes things happen. We don't get things done. We get caught in a car behind a car wreck, and we get late for an appointment or getting on a plane. You never know when things like that happen. You get frustrated and say, why didn't I make it? Why couldn't I get this done? Sometimes there's a plan for all of this, and I'm so glad she didn't shave him, because if he'd been shaved down to the skin like we sometimes do, he would have been really probably hurt bad if it wasn't, you know, for that. So bleeding. Yeah, he would have probably been bleeding. So anyway, so we got got that episode done yesterday, and so far we've only dropped the Orange Julius all over the floor, but we've done pretty good today. Oh, we had the gum too on the floor today, so we're doing pretty good. Oh, and then the things I have to deal with. These boys.
Things we have to deal with the boys.
With the teenage boy, the boys have been so good. Not just because I'm their grandma. They've really been good picking up after themselves.
Because whenever a kid's parent is gone, they actually have to do work.
Yeah,
and
so
then they try.
They actually listen to Nan, and they try really hard. But we were getting ready for the live stream, and Dave was bouncing literally off the walls, jumping up, hitting the ceiling. And he was making strange boy noises that I can't even describe or mimic or anything. So I said, Dave, you got to stay in that seat, or else Nan's going to shoot you through the live stream. But he's been there for at least 5 minutes, haven't you, Dave? Nan has to hassle you. Any questions? Yes, when they get back, they will probably report it, because this isn't the first time that this has happened. No, Joanne, life with boys is never a dull moment. So, yes, and Dave is doing a great job. You should see. He gets at 3 o'clock. He said, it's time to start setting up, Nan, and he gets in here starting putting everything up and getting everything ready. So he's doing really, really good. Are there any questions, Dave, that I'm missing? Yeah, we will really, like I said.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't monitoring Facebook just now. I was typing something.
Oh, that's okay. I'm trying to do the Facebook for you. Yeah. No, Buster is fine. Thank goodness. We were so. Oh, Bumblebee said happy birthday, Jack.
Happy birthday, Jack, from Bumblebee.
He said to tell you, he said thank you, so.
It's my birthday too.
Yeah, so it's Jack's birthday, or Dave's birthday too, on Sunday, so we got 2 birthdays to celebrate. No, Jackie, the owners, they just finally came calmly across the street, and the other neighbor and I got them under control by the time they finally got over there. So I don't know what was going on. And yes, there is a leash law, and we had Buster on his leash and everything. So Yes, Barb says you do a really good job, Dave. You do.
What's even worse is that those neighbors. Wait, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Dave.
Those neighbors who don't actually know like how to take care of huskies, they thought they would just be little puppies because they got them when they were like a week old. So they
Yeah.
were like a foot long. But now, 8 months later, they have these gigantic things that attack everyone. They even attacked me a couple of times.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Attacked. They thought they were playing.
Oh, you're getting lots of birthday wishes and happy birthdays, Jack. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Was it Mary Beth? Oh, what was your question? I was just getting ready to answer it and I missed it. What was you? Oh.
Jill, not that you don't look good every day, but today you look especially radiant. Love your hair.
Thank you. You know, my hair, I get more compliments since I've been using that silly baking soda, and I don't know what it is about that stuff, but I used to have lanky, oily, just thin, fine hair, and since I've been using that, it's just done amazing for me. So I have to give the baking soda the credit. You want the thrift store finds. Okay, let me do one quick thing before I do the thrift store finds. Since we're talking about beverages, I want to mention portion sizes on the beverage. You've got to be really, really careful. We worry about sugar, we worry about corn syrup, and all these things causing obesity and diabetes. And I don't really think, how do I say this? I'm not saying that those don't have a part, but what I think has a bigger part is portion control in what we're drinking. We don't drink enough water. We do a lot of beverages, and the beverages we do drink, they're just we do drink way too much of it. And I was doing some measurement. This is what the average size, I don't know if you can tell. Dave, is the camera showing, or do I need to hold these up? This little green cup is what the average size of juice is supposed to be. And I found it interesting because I looked on the orange juice can, and for years it said 1 serving of orange juice was 6 ounces, and that's 100% of vitamin C. Well, the cans now are saying that 1 serving of orange juice is 8 ounces. It is like 140% of your vitamin C. So they've subtly put the serving size up, and the calorie and the amount of percentage that you get has gone up too, but it makes it sound like you're supposed to have this, but you don't need more than 6 ounces of orange juice. Most people use a cup like this for their kids.
Hey, Dad!
This cup has, you'll never guess, a lot of people think this is an 8-ounce cup. This cup has 20 ounces. I measured out. It's a 20-ounce cup. So cups can be very, very deceiving. You have to watch it. This one here, you think would probably be a lot bigger than this one, but it only has 4 more ounces bigger. And I know people that carry 32 ounce. And if you think about carrying a 32 ounce cup, that is, that's this much of the pitcher full of what people are drinking. So watch your portion sizes. That really is causing more of obesity, I personally think, than diabetes.
This dog thing gives us an excuse to stay inside because we can't go outside.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yes, portion control is the key. And another tip that I was studying this and checking it out, there's a couple of countries, and I probably have the countries wrong, so I apologize. It was like Argentina, Mexico. There's 2 or 3 countries like that will not allow any of their foods to have corn syrup in them or any products sold that have corn syrup. And it's not because they're worried about obesity necessarily, but they have, I think their main export product or something is sugar. So they don't want to use corn syrup in their products because they don't want competition. But those countries have more obesity and more diabetes than any place else. They are the top. So this kind of tells you. Yeah, Dave?
Susie Newman's sermon says, I drank diet soda before, and they found out how obese it made people. And I drank a lot. Now I only drink water.
Exactly. Water is the best. When I talk about this Orange Julius, this cup size wouldn't hurt for a serving, especially for kids. And no more than double, if that much, for an adult. So
Liz says, I'd rather see a kid eat the whole orange. They drink way too much juice.
Yeah.
And the fiber is good for them.
Exactly. You've got to think of juice and milk as a item of food that adds to the nutritional value of the meal. Don't let the kids drink milk and juice as something to quench their thirst. It needs to be an item of food as part of their meal, and instead of that. And another thing, people think they really think this is an 8-ounce glass, so they'll pour this full of milk because they think their child needs 2 glasses, 8-ounce glasses of milk a day, so they fill this full of milk. 2 things, usually you end up pouring out half of it, and the other thing is you're giving that child not quite 3 times, but 2.5 times the amount that they need just in this one serving. You add that over 2 glasses, they're getting like 4 or 5 times the amount of milk they need for that day if you fill these glasses full of milk or juice, either one.
And the only time me and Jack ever drink sodas like that is on special occasions. Like when Nan's here, this is like a rare time. Usually she's not here like every day. So we don't drink sodas that much. But like we're going to Grandpa's and that's like all. We only drink, you know how
yeah.
Sodas and stuff should be a rare occasion thing.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's for a special treat is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it shouldn't be you drink it all the time just for thirst.
Yeah. Corn syrup, Diane, now I don't know all the details, the scientific stuff of corn syrup. It's like a sweetener that they add to products now. What happened was they got rid of fats back in the 70s and 80s and started hollering about how bad fats are for you. They got rid of that, which made the flavors of the food not very good. So they had to do something to get back that flavor, and they started adding cornstarch. That's one of the reasons why they started using the cornstarch. It's just like a sweetener, a syrup type sweetener thing.
What page was the Julius on?
The Orange Julius. Let's see, what page was that on here, real quick, and then I will show you guys the
thrift store deals.
The Orange Julius is on page 39, Dave. Okay? Okay, thrift store deals. I already told you my top was 99 cents. My jeans were 99 cents. Is the camera okay? I was standing up, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
My jeans were 99 cents. And so that's $2. I don't pay more than I will pay $1.98 sometimes for my pants, but normally it's 99 cents because I can't try them on. So if they don't fit me, I don't want to lose very much money on them. So I keep my measurements and I take a tape measure and I try to get as exact as I can. And I think I've only had 2 pairs that haven't really fit me very good. Now, the other thing, I hope I'm not spoiling my birthday present, but I found this at Tars. This is what you call a wool feather duster, but it's not a feather duster, is it? Because sheep don't have feathers, so it just must be a wool duster. I love these.
It's just called a duster.
A duster?
Yeah.
I love wool, 100% wool dusters, because they have the oils that's on the sheep. Was it lanolin, I think, or something like that. Starts with an L, and it catches the dust really good, much better than a microfiber cloths and things. Plus, I need a feather duster. I have antique furniture. I don't have as much as I used to have, but I moved again, Dave. Sorry.
Don't worry.
And so,
don't stress about it.
so I love feather dusters for my antiques furniture because some of the legs, it's hard to get into the parts of the legs in different places. And I've been wanting one for about 2 years, and I haven't been able to really find one. Well, I went and I finally was going to ask Tara to get me one for my birthday. They're like $10 or $15. And about a week or so before I came here, I went to the thrift store, brand new. I got one this was 75 cents. One just like 75 cents. I was beyond excited. So I patiently looked. That's part of going to the thrift store. I just patiently kept looking and looking. I never dreamed there'd be one in a thrift store because most people use them and then you have to throw them away. So I was very excited to get my my feather duster that would have cost me normally $10 to $15.
Marcia says you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet tonight. I have to wear orange more often.
And Stephanie wants to know, where did you find that one?
That feather duster, I found it at what I call at my thrift store in Wichita. Is that what you mean, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you call it the DAV or something?
Well,
That's
we used to call it the DAV, which was Disabled American Veterans Thrift Store, but I think they just recently changed the name. It's right downtown Wichita. And so this was brand new too. I got me a new purse. I don't buy purses very often. Did you notice what it is, Dave? You see the plaid?
Oh, yeah.
Nan couldn't resist the plaid. And so I got this purse.
Me and her must be related.
Yeah, I know. And I wasn't sure. I saw one similar to it for about, I think it was $25. And I got this for $1.98. And then I don't think, show the inside of my purse and everything. But
Oh, I can see the backside, yeah.
yeah, I have one of those inserts that you put in to organize your purses. And I found that at the DAV. It was in the package still, and it was 99 cents. So those were two really good finds that I got on that. Then, the deal of the century. I was so excited, and I didn't bring them all with me. But thread now, any of you sewers out there, you know thread is starting to get kind of expensive. And I have a friend, she went and bought 5 spools of thread,
like $100.
or seven spools of thread, and it was $35 for 7 spools of thread.
That's $5 every single spool of thread.
They're $8. Some of them are $8 each now. The thread is. It's getting so expensive.
That was $5 though.
Yeah, and so
And that's
what?
crazy.
Yeah, so what I did was, a lot of them that for the specialty metallic threads and stuff like that can be up to $8. I got 65 spools of thread in 2 different separate bags, and it came to $6 for both bags. Ended up being 65 spools of thread. Special, it had like hand quilting thread, silk thread. Silk thread's very expensive, and different things like that in there. And I looked all these threads up, and I had almost $250 worth of thread that I got for $6. I was so excited. I just couldn't believe it. So, keep checking. That's probably one of my better deals that I've ever gotten at the thrift stores. Yeah. Let's see. Patricia says some of our thrift stores have prom dresses and wedding dresses. Check the dresses out for, yes, prom dresses and wedding dresses. They have beautiful things people maybe wore one time, and that's it. And ours can have them anywhere from like, less than $10 usually is what ours go for.
Ours goes for too.
Yeah, so that's really cheap. Let's see.
And then Habitat for Humanity has ridiculously low prices because it's like.
Yeah, Habitat for Humanity is good. My thrift store, I'm really lucky because Tara gets some good buys at hers, but that thrift store of mine is like one of the cheapest. I don't like going to the Goodwill in our town or Salvation Army, any of those, because they're like double the amount. And at my thrift store, what they do is they take and if it doesn't get bought this week, then the next week they mark it down in half again.
So sometimes they keep on doing that until someone's like, oh, why not buy it?
Yeah, they'll mark it down 2 or 3 times, just halving it until you get something. Yes, Dave?
Hold up. Cully Mangun says, Jill, check out Wawak for sewing supplies.
Oh.
They get fantastic deals.
Oh, I'll have to have Dave write that down, or I'll have to remember that and try that and see. So, is that online? Then I assume that's probably online.
Hopefully.
Hopefully one time while I'm here, I've got a whole stack of sewing stuff that I got at the thrift store and that I made, and a couple of quilts I didn't know if you guys might want to see, and so I'll do that. Yes, Phyllis, Walmart clearance is another good place to check. BJ goes there a lot.
Clearance is good to check.
Oh yeah, check the clearances. Joanne, so you were saying that you don't have any good thrift stores. Yeah, we lived in Idaho and we didn't have very many of them there either. So what I would do is when we drive back to Wichita, which we did quite often, I would stockpile on everything I could while I was here, and then go in between. Yeah, it really depends on where you live, and you've got to check out more than one thrift store, because some are, like I said, I wouldn't go to the Goodwill, I wouldn't go to Salvation Army in Wichita. Well, I don't want to badmouth them because a lot of people go there, and they're good stores. It's just that I can get things so much cheaper at my thrift store. My thrift store is so kind of clean. It doesn't smell often like some thrift stores.
It's very organized.
It's pretty good. So, yarn. Oh, Joanne, I just got, okay, it was 100%, which was it? I forget, it was either alpaca or 100% some kind, I thought it was alpaca maybe, but it might have been merino wool. Brand new balls of yarn, 4 of them for $1.50, and I think they were like $9 or $10 a ball, and I got them for $1.50. So, yes, Dave. Dave's raising his hand back there.
I totally forgot that Allison said this message. But she said, you can sew. You should make that shirt in every color. You look fabulous.
Thank you. I'll have to wear this shirt every night, huh?
Would you be able to sew that?
Oh, yeah. This is really easy, pretty easy to sew.
Or is it just like thread itself?
No, it's pretty easy to sew, Dave. I'll have to give Dave some more sewing lessons. Dave actually knows how to sew on a sewing machine.
I made a blanket 99% myself.
Yeah, he made a quilt himself, so he does really good.
Looks amazing.
Stephanie, I called it the DAV, but I don't think that's what it's called now. It's on the corner of St. Francis and Douglas, downtown Wichita. And one thing that helps me is I'm like 3 minutes away from there. So I can go ahead and...
She just got lucky.
Oh, Katie Jo, oh my goodness, congratulations. That was quite a feat to lose that weight. Yeah, that's a good idea when you lose weight like that, to go to the thrift store and get your... I didn't even bring it out tonight. I should maybe the next one show you. I got a Lands' End black dress. It's really cute, and I got it for 99 cents. I get all the name brand clothes, really good clothes, and that type of stuff at the thrift store, and they're gorgeous, and they look brand new. Sometimes, probably 50% of the time, I get them and they still have the tags on them, so they haven't even been worn. But books, yes, Tanya, books are great. I get a lot of books at the thrift store too. Mine have just recently raised their prices on books, so I don't get quite as good a deal, but that's a good place. If you buy books brand new, it's better to go to a thrift store.
Didn't you used to get them for like 50 cents each book at one time?
No, I got them for 25 cents. My library sold them for 25 cents a book. And about 4 years ago, they upped the prices to 50 cents, and I couldn't bring myself to pay 50 cents for a book. I know that's terrible. So I just go to the library and check things out. Joanne, I am going to check. I have the mail. I need to go ahead and open. We have a big stack of packages, and I asked Tara today if I could open them because I thought she might order stuff for my birthday, and I didn't want to, open them if there was a surprise in there. So Dave's putting his hand to his watch, saying Nan's talked way too much this evening.
I'm fine with going over. You want to go over and keep talking about that, peeps?
So, I'm sorry, YouTube, if I'm missing you a little bit tonight. I will try to do much better next time.
Tia wants to know, is there any typo for the 90-minute rolls? My husband made them from the cookbook, but they didn't turn out as pretty as yours.
No, I think the 90-minute rolls were okay.
They might not turn out as pretty.
Well, I was going to say, if they didn't raise, if you're talking about them didn't raise up quite as much or something, you might check your yeast. Put your yeast in some hot water, a quarter cup of hot water, and if it doesn't bubble up and foam, then it may be dead. Or the other thing is, if you added the yeast and it was too hot, the liquids were too hot, it could have killed it at that point. And then it would cause the rolls not to raise. No, we don't have any report on BJ yet for today. They went to the doctors, and I'm looking. Hi, Turid and Stormy. Hi, you guys. I'm missing saying hi to everybody. I miss talking to you guys when I'm typing. They went to the doctor's, and their appointment was a little bit later this afternoon. Well, it was about, I don't know, I think 2:30 or something like that maybe. And Tara said she didn't think they were going to be back in time to be on the live stream. So, what did you make for supper tonight, Jill?
No idea.
No idea. Yeah, that's right, Dave. Probably since it's the live stream evening, they'll probably have pizza again.
Or crackers.
Dave just polished off a whole package, a whole strip of crackers while we were sitting here talking.
This was completely full 20 minutes ago.
Bye-bye, Liz. I'm so glad you made it. I missed you the other day, so I'm glad you're here. Yes, I did finish. Well, I didn't pour the water in. I didn't go ahead. Usually I'd fill this up. I could do this right now so you can see.
I can't leave the chair now.
You can't move the chair. That's okay, Dave. I'll just be a second over here pouring the water.
Maybe the chair is stuck in it.
What was I talking about? Oh, what we're going to eat for supper. I said the boys are going to, okay, well, I poured too much. A little bit more than what I normally would put in here. Whoops. I wasn't paying attention, but I usually would go up to here. I just got a little bit extra. And so that's it. The tea's done. I just pour it on ice, and you're ready to go. Stir it up, you know, although I don't even always stir it because sometimes putting the water in there like that kind of automatically mixes it up.
Like a waterfall.
Yeah, like a waterfall.
Fondue or something.
Yeah, that's true, Dave. So I don't know what we're doing for supper. When I come with the boys, I don't spend my time doing meals. I spend my time with the kids.
Or we're just on the computer all the time.
And so, yeah, I'll listen to you. So I said they're either going to die from being on the computer all the time or die of malnourishment. I don't know which, but I figured a week, 2 weeks of this, they probably would survive with Nan giving them whatever they want.
If Mom and Dad had to go to the Mayo Clinic for like a month or something, then she'd actually kick it up a notch and start
cooking
stuff.
For you.
But,
so, yeah. Oh, Mary Beth, yes, I do use faucet water, unless you live someplace where it's just absolutely nasty, nasty. I use faucet water. Now, I don't like to drink water out of the tap. I put mine in a pitcher in the refrigerator, and it's so, all the chlorine and minerals all go away, and it tastes so icy, cold, and good when I drink it. And I think that's why people like the bottled water, because it's been sitting and that's gone out. And if you just do it in the refrigerator or even on your counter, you're good to go. Any more questions, Dave?
how was the meetup? I don't think it was that great.
Yeah, they didn't have too many show up. They didn't have quite as very many show up. But I think Tara said they really had a good time. So they had lots of fun. They might put video on of that when they get back. Dave and Jack needs to make a nice dinner for me. You know, I'd love that, Lori, except I would be really afraid of what the kitchen was going to look like when they were done. So it's probably easier for me to do the cooking. I know.
Am I that bad?
No, you're not bad. They're doing really good. I'm just beyond proud of the boys.
That powdered sugar thing was because it's powdered sugar. It just...
I know. Well, I guess we'll wrap up. I'm not sure what we're doing for Wednesday night. I might do some more thrift store finds, and I might show a couple of my quilts maybe if anybody wants to see them. I didn't know. So as far as what we're going to be cooking and fixing, somebody asked for a breakfast casserole last time. I didn't do a breakfast casserole or anything like that because Tara just did one recently, and the video's on there on YouTube and Facebook, or YouTube, of breakfast casserole around Easter. So I didn't go ahead and do another one. Also, I'm not doing a whole lot of cooking. It's very hard for me to cook in Tara's kitchen because I can't find everything really easy. And so if I have some kind of a disaster and I forget something, it would be hard for me to find what I need. So
Leanne wants to see quilts.
Quilts, so you guys don't mind seeing? I only have like 2 I brought back with me that I'm working on.
Quilting with Dave.
Quilting with Dave. We should show your quilt too, Dave. We'll bring your quilt up and let everybody see it. So
it might be kind of dirty though, so I might want to wash it first.
Huh?
I think it has like chocolate or something.
It has chocolate. He said he maybe wants to wash it first because it has like chocolate and other weird things on it. So I don't want to.
It's stored away somewhere.
Aprons too. Lori, I would show aprons, but I don't have any here with me. So
the giveaway one. You have to give away.
Can I show how to make jam or jelly with raspberries? You know, Donna, I used to can all the time, and I don't I don't know if Tara has all the canning equipment for us to do that. I do mostly dehydrating. I should have brought my dehydrator, you know, to show you on that, but all right, we'll sign out for now if there's no other questions.
Dave's getting kind of antsy.
And
So
Dave's getting antsy behind the camera, so I've got to close for now and take care of the boys and feed them and everything. So you guys have a good night and hope to see you on Wednesday at 4:30 Mountain Time. And don't forget to check out our website, Living on a Dime, and our cookbook, Dining on a Dime. And we will see you Wednesday night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Okay, so
So,
bye Facebook.
oh, bye Facebook.
So, snap, come on. Okay.
Bye YouTube yet?
Okay,
Are we
now
bye YouTube? Bye
Bye.
YouTube. Oh.